Hey guys, our Decline here, Average Picker. So we got a very special review, and I'm going to try to be as honest as I can about this. But we have our very first Average Picker pick set. Now, while I have reshaped a lot of picks, I have not actually ever made picks from scratch, and so I've been setting about doing that recently. And so I'm very proud that we now have the Average Picker pick set. And you can see here it comes in this very nice recycled mailing box with the Average Picker pick set name written in magic marker on a piece of cardboard on the front. Open it up. Let's see what we get. Well, there's an empty plastic bag. That was probably just in the box from earlier. We've got some high quality packing yarn to make sure the pick stays straight. These just look like tabs from the box that fell off. Oh, and here we have it. Very, very lovely pick. So let's get the camera flipped around and take a look at this. Okay, so the pick set does only come with one pick and no tensioners. That's not really a problem because it assumes probably that you've already got some other tools and you've already got some tensioners. So let's take a look at this guy. Okay, so right off the bat we can see we can see that it shows that they used a lot of different cutting bits on this pick. Probably as they were trying to figure it out. It is very wavy through the straight section, and that is probably that waviness is probably going to help align perpendicular to the horizontal waviness of the keywording. We can see we've got the tip, it's actually a bit sharp, and that's so it can really grab onto those pins. The handle itself, it's made of 20 thousandths. We can see that they've nicely left at least part of the branding on the metal that they used. The handle itself, it's very short. It's a very short handle, and that's going to help you hold it. And it's got this nice notch here cut out. The second one here, just in case you choke up on it a bit, but this little notch is really nice because this is going to help you on those longer pick sessions. As it digs into your finger, it's going to remind you maybe that you've been picking a little too long and it's time to get a drink, take a little break. The handle's fairly unfinished, but notice it maintains that same kind of curvy waviness from using a whole entire variety of grinding tools on it that the shaft has. It's got that same waviness applied to it. The bottom is quite nice. That's probably, and it's a very nice little bit of curve here, and that's probably from the stock that was used. Let's see if we can take a look. Yeah, that looks about right. It probably came right off of there. So this part from the actual feeler gauge, precision feeler gauge factory, that's quite nice. That's really nice and straight, and the rest of it's got this really nice wave and wobble to it. It's probably only one pick because Average Picker, I'm not really a raker, and I guess do you need more than one pick? Yeah, probably not. So there we go. If you would like to order a set of Average picks, they're available probably not anywhere, actually. I doubt you'll ever get the same pick twice. Yeah, you can't really, this is one of a kind. You can't order this. Okay, so all joking aside, yes, this was, before I got a little tired of working on it, my very first attempt at really trying to work through some of this feeler gauge that I picked up recently. and work it into something of a pick. And, you know, I don't mind throwing my embarrassing failures out there. First time I'd ever actually tried to do anything like this. This stainless steel actually turned out to be a lot tougher to work with than I had anticipated. And like a lot of things, I thought I was probably going to move through it a little faster than what it actually requires. And so I did switch a lot of different Dremel heads out, trying to get something that was going fairly quick for me. And then in the end, I finally thought, you know what, I think I'm done with this thing. I think I've got it now. Get a good template, get it laid out, get it marked well, and take my time doing it. It's just, I'm going to probably have to resign myself to the fact that, yes, this is indeed going to take probably 10 times longer than I originally thought. I have done metal cutting before, normally with like a propylene torch. That was cutting through really big, like I-beams and things like that. But I've also done some grinding here and there. But those are on really big, thick, heavy metal channels and things like that. So yeah, this was my first attempt really at it with the Dremel itself. And much different experience than I expected. So yeah, this was just all part of keeping it average, right? Show you what a monstrosity creates. But it's neat to start doing this. It just adds a whole nother aspect. One of the things that's kind of cool about lockpicking is there is just a whole variety of things you can kind of do in and around lockpicking. You know, when you maybe are out of locks or you don't feel like maybe picking, you know, you can sit down, you can work on challenge lock pins, you can work on trying to make picks and other tools. And yeah, it's not going to come out probably exactly as you hope the first time around, or it's in your head. There's a huge disconnect. This is also how I ended up in a lot of crappy punk bands. The music I could hear in my head was not the music that came out of the guitar. So there we go, though. That's quite a little beastie thing. I don't know. I may actually cut this off and try to resalvage something on this end. Can make a thin tensioner or something out of it. Yeah, I don't know. I do like to try to keep reusing stuff when I can. So there we go, guys. A very first pick attempt that I just got tired of working on. I do think I have a method now, though, and I've got some good cutting wheels. So I think we'll have more success on the next one as we plan it out a little better and we take our time a little more. Okay, guys, anyway, hope you had a laugh. Have a good one.